A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for
She had to lower it down, but I can really tell this. It was worth it. I don't know what you have to pay in the States, but I will go and look that up. But I'm paying 65 euros, so I don't know what you have to pay in the States. But anyway, I feel wonderful, but I've got to hurry up because I've got a French lesson. I know this isn't the most flattering look in the world, but I'm getting ready to have a facial. And I know we're talking about skincare and what I do to keep my skin as well as I can at my age. But you know, it also is something else. It's what we do for ourselves. It's what we do to make us feel better. It's what we do to make us feel like we're doing as much as we can to make sure that we're healthy and that our skin's healthy. It's more than just a luxury. It absolutely is necessary for not only mentally, but physically. Bonjour, hello, Janice in France. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. And I just wanted to tell you what I've been doing for my little face. As you could tell by the video that you just saw, I had a little, they call it LPG here. And what it is, it's a little electrodes that go around, and it's supposed to firm your body and get that collagen going, get that blood going. And I love it. Now, I've only had one treatment. So I will tell you, the first treatment, I could not see any of these small lines at all. And it stayed like that for about, I had the treatment on Friday. It stayed like that for about 4 or 5 days. And now I'm going back for another treatment tomorrow, and I can tell the little fine lines are there again. So I'm not sure if my 5 treatments that I'm going to have in succession, and then I will have a treatment every 10 days for 2 months after my 5, and then we'll just have to do it once a month. I don't know if it's really going to do anything, but I'm going to try. I know that in the States, if you have this done, you can pay anywhere from, I don't know, $1,000, $575, you know, and I'm paying 65 euros a treatment. And so even though they gave me 4 treatments for, to try, and then they gave me the 5th one for free, it was 320 euros, I believe. But you don't have to pay that up front. You just pay your treatments whenever you come in, which I liked. But I wanted to show you, other than that, what I do. Now, you know that every 2 months I go and get a kabuto, is what it's called. And these ladies get their training here in Paris. I don't know if you can get the training anywhere else. I just heard that you can't. I heard that Paris is the place that you have to be trained for this particular type of massage for the face. But I'm telling you what, when I walk out of there, I am radiant. I mean, you can just see that my face is just full of wonderful cream, and there's, you know, just the blood is flowing, and it's really nice. So those of you that have these little things that you massage your face with, I think that's wonderful. And there's also this thing you can do with your own hands. I saw that the other day on YouTube. But anyway, I go every 2 months to get a facial. And then I'm having this done, this LPG done every Friday. But other than that, I wanted to show you, this is the cream that they use. It's called Saint Monde. And And it is anti-wrinkle ritual is what they say. Now, you know, everything has peptides and this and that in it, but honestly, this works for me. And I put it on a little bit in the morning and a little bit at night. And of course, I do the neck because that's my worst. Ugh, hate that part. You know, I guess we all have one part on us that we don't like. But I use this, and because I am allergic to so many things, with my eyes, I use Clinique makeup remover. But I wanted to show you something kind of neat that Jen had shown me several years ago. And it's these little cloths like this, and they're really soft, and you just take your makeup off with it. You don't have to use any cream. Now, I do because I want my eye makeup off. So I use my Clinique for my eyes and my face, and then I use this because it's so soft. But you don't even have to use it if you don't want to. But, you know, I'm older and I need it. So, but you just, you know, then you just wash it and then you've got it. So you don't have to buy anything and keep buying, you know, little pads to wipe your face off with and all that. These are lovely. Now, I want to show you one other thing that I bought at the grocery store. No, I think I bought it at a pharmacy. I think it is. And it's called Revolution, and it's Blur and Prime Primer. And it just gets your face ready for your makeup. I just wear it sometimes with, you know, just my cream in the morning, and then I just wear this because it makes your face feel so smooth. And I really like it, and that's what it is. I don't know if you can get it in the States or not, but oh my goodness. I love it here. But you might could get it on, they may have it on Amazon, I don't know. And then, that's it. I take my vitamins, I take my vitamin C every day, my vitamin A, and all of that, you know. So that's what I do to not look like I'm 40, because I never will look like I'm 40, but that's what I do to kind of keep the age spots away. And I did notice at the LPG the other day, some of my little age spots, they did go away and they have not shown their little ugly faces again. So I'm kind of grateful for that. But I also have that bio pigmentation that I use sometimes, but I really like using this more than anything. And then with the LPG, but you know, it's getting ready to be summertime eventually. Right now, it's summertime today. Yesterday, it was wintertime. But you know, we're gonna have to be really careful with our faces and getting out in the sun. I don't like wearing hats. I look horrible in hats. So I just have to, you know, put on the sunglasses and not stay out in the sun very long, and make sure that my, you know, if I want to lay out and get my legs tanned or something like that, that's one thing, but just make sure that you use that SPF 50. I got some last year, but oh wow, it just, every time I would put it on and get it around my eyes, I would just, you know, tear up and everything. So I'm going to have to get some from Clinique this year and keep it on, because it really is important that we keep our skin as, you know, as nice and taken care of as much as we can. We don't want to have any more age spots. And if you don't have them yet, that's why you wear the SP 50, because the SPF 50 will help you not to have the splotches, the sun splotches, because there's some of you that really like to lay out in the sun. I just never have been that kind of person, except when I rode horses when I was younger. And I didn't wear a hat then either. And I didn't wear SPF either. Oh, goodness. Anyway, so if you're younger and you're watching, or your mother's going to show you this video, or your grandmother's going to show you this video, you wear that SPF 50 all the time, no matter, even if it's cloudy, because it will protect your face. So that's my little ritual that I use. I know people ask me sometimes, what do you use on your face, or what do you use in your makeup? That's it. That is absolutely it. And then my lipstick, I use Clinique, and I use, well, no, I use Clinique now. I changed it up completely to Clinique. My mascara, I tried another brand. I won't tell you what it was. I didn't like it. I went back to my Clinique mascara. And then I wear a little, sometimes I wear it underneath on my eyebrow to lengthen my lashes, and that comes from Lancome. So, but other than that, I just, honestly, I don't wear a lot of makeup unless I'm going somewhere. Like today, I'm going somewhere, so I put on makeup. So if I put on makeup, I usually try to do a video so I don't have to put on makeup for no reason. But anyway, let me get to the secret I've been keeping from you. You all know I like horses, obviously. You all know that I do impulsive things, and you know that I'm very adventurous. So I had been seeing this globe trotting company come up on Instagram, be on a horse, 6 days here. You can go to France, you can go to Italy, you can go in Tuscany area, you can go through a vineyard, you can go to the Provence area, you can go to England, you can go to Scotland. And all of a sudden I saw a 3-day one, and it's called Scotland Riding School. So I called them and I said I wanted to speak to someone. And I said, okay, this is the deal. I'm 73. I've had a meniscus repaired on my left leg. I don't know that I can get on the right side of the horse properly. I might have to get on from the other side. I'm not going to be doing any cantering. I'm not going to be doing anything but probably walking and looking at nature and just enjoying the smell and being on the horse. And I said, is that going to be an issue? And she said, absolutely not. She said, we're riding in an English saddle and you always get up on the steps. And I thought, that's right. It's not like riding Western. I don't have to put my foot in that stirrup and pull my whole body weight up. And I thought, oh, this is going to be great. So I leave on the 29th of September, and I will be staying in a beautiful place. Mary Grace is going to put some pictures up for you. And I'm going to be riding a horse every day for 2 to 4 hours. And they give you your beautiful breakfast, like a buffet, because there's other people at this hotel that looks like a castle. And there's like all this acreage. So I'll probably be videoing for days. You'll probably have video 1 of Scotland and video 2 of Scotland because there'll be so much to video. And I hope to make some really good friends too. That would make me feel even better. Just people that have the same like-minded spirit. Like, the girlfriend's getaway coming here. They want to get away. They want to go traveling, that kind of thing. So I can't wait to go. So I get there I leave on the 29th, and I get into Edinburgh, and then I am going to take an Uber to this little town called Peebles, Scotland, Peebles. And I'm going to stay in a hotel because I'm not to be at the other hotel until on the 30th. But since I'm having to go Eurostar from here to London and then another 4.5-hour train ride to Edinburgh, I just thought, I'll just stay and then I'll come in the next day. Because the next day you're supposed to be there by 12 noon, and then you go to your room and you just settle in for a little while, and then you get dressed and you go to the stables that day, the first day. So you kind of are matched up with a horse and your abilities, and you may even change horses a couple of times during the week. I probably won't. I probably won't keep the same one. But those people that want to progress and really get better with their training skills or their horse riding skills may want to do that. But I'm sure I'll have the same one. But I can't believe that I will get there and I'll get to go and be around a horse stables. And we can ride anywhere from 2 to 4 hours a day. And this is the best part. You can stop and you can take your car, which I'm not going to have, but I'll get an Uber if I can't get a ride. But you can take your car and you can go back and they'll provide you with lunch. If you have your own car, you can just get off the horse, go back for lunch, and then you can come back and finish up your ride or do a class or something like that if you want to. But if you don't want to go back to the hotel for lunch, they will pack you a sack lunch. So I am just envisioning getting off of the horse, getting underneath a tree with a little blanket and some napkins and some water and a little bit of lunch, a little bit of apple and sandwich, and just enjoying nature and enjoying being around a horse again. Then the second day, you go for another ride. Now that's your all-day ride, 2 to 4 hours. Your first day that you get there is just matching up with a horse and giving you the rules and regulations, and what to do and what not to do. And then the next day you have a full day of riding, and then the next day you have another full day of riding. So the option was, if you want to stay the day you're leaving for another little ride, you can. So I'm hoping that what I can get is another little ride, or maybe I can get some video, or maybe I can help groom the horse, or just do something just a little bit more. And then I'm going to take the train into London, and I'm going to spend the night there. And then the next morning, I'll get on the Eurostar at 7 a.m. and then I'll be back home. And I already have a lady taking care of my dog and my cat, and I'm just going to enjoy this trip. And I love the way they set everything up. I love that I'm going to be in this beautiful castle, and I get to do what I love more than anything. But this is what I wanted to tell you. And some of you may be thinking it, but my whole point of having this YouTube channel is to encourage you. Now, I've never said I want all of you to move to France, and I'm not going to say right now I want you all to go out and go on a horseback riding trip. I'm not saying that, but do something that you don't normally do. Maybe you need to get back into playing golf, or maybe you just want to go out and hit the first 9 holes, or maybe you just want to go play miniature golf. Just go do something maybe you haven't done. And the other day, I told a friend of mine what I had planned, because I have not really told too many people. And my friend said, "What in the world are you thinking about? What happens if you break a hip or an arm?" And my first thought was, what happens if I don't? What happens if I just enjoy the time that I have? What happens if I meet new friends? What happens if I enjoy the quietness of being with the horse and connecting with the horse and nature? What happens? So I always want to try to turn around the negative to something positive. Now, I'm not asking you to be as impulsive as I am, and it may not even turn out to be the way I think, but I'm going to go and I'm going to try it. And if it turns out the way I think it's going to turn out, next year I'm going to sign up for a 6-day ride in the Cotswolds. Now that would be my dream. But I had really found out about this too late to sign up for that. And another thing, I don't want to be out in the blistering sun. I don't like the sun. I don't like the heat. So I kind of have to put it in that time, like September, October, that it's still warm enough, but cool enough. You know what I mean? So I can't wait to take you along. When I buy my little hat for my head, there's a place in Paris that they have like a huge warehouse of all kinds of stuff, and I want to buy some breeches. I already know what color I want. I want olive green, and then I want a tweed-looking jacket that has some green in it. And then I'm telling you, I already have it all planned out, exactly what I want to wear, to the T. And then I'm going to take my tripod with me, and then I'm going to take my ring light with me, and then I'm going to take my handheld stuff. I would like to even get a GoPro camera, but I'm not. And because one of the things I don't want to focus on is videoing while I'm riding. Now, I don't mind videoing the surroundings a little bit, but I want to just enjoy it. I just want to enjoy it. You know, I've got a new saying now, and I don't know where I got it from or how I thought about it, but it's like I have to live until I don't live anymore. And I want to do it to the nth degree. The nth degree. I want to live my life. And last year, I didn't get to travel very much because I had some painting done and I had to pay for that. And this year I had promised myself in 2025 I was going to travel. And this is my first trip. I may take a little short trip in June, but this is my first big trip in 2025. And then, Lord willing and the creek don't rise, another Southern saying, I'm going to Germany to meet some friends from the States for 3 days, and then Max and I are going to Vienna together because I did see a Hallmark movie last year, and it was so romantic, and it showed all the markets, and I want to go. I just want to go, and I may even go to one of their concerts if I can find somebody to sit with Max one night. But I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you get a little bit of a kick out of my secret that I've been keeping because I am so excited. Every day I think, okay, now what can I wear with that? What can I wear with that? And then I'm having dinner with the people that we go horseback riding with. So they offer us a buffet and breakfast, they offer us lunch, and there's dinner. So I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to wear to dinner? I don't want to be too frou-frou. I don't want to dress up too much. Just all this stuff in my head. So if you've ever been to one of these riding schools or one of these globetrotting things, I know there's a ton of them out there. Let me know. Let me know what you think, or what did you think about it? Did you enjoy it? What did you do? Give me some tips of what I probably should do, or maybe what I shouldn't pack, or what I should pack. And I can't wait. And also, comment on what do you think about this? What kind of regimen do you have for your face? Have you ever done any of that electrolysis stuff or anything else? Let me know what you do, and let's just talk about it. And I'm going to see you later next week. I'll see you. So have a great week, and I appreciate you joining me. Click down there so you know the next time I have a video coming out, and then share if you don't mind, and thumbs up. And as always, please comment. Let's talk. Thank you so much once again. I love you. Mwah. Au revoir.